What is up, everybody? Dennis and Andy. We're back with a movie review for you guys. We didn't know if we were even going to get it this week. Last night, we were supposed to go see Black Bag, but someone on this stream that took their first vacation out of many came back with a t shirt that said, I went on vacation on a wonderful cruise, and all I got was a freaking cold. So we had to bail on the movie last night. But I saw Novocaine last week, and Dennis saw it. And we're like, let's review Novocaine. So that's what we're going to do, and hopefully we'll catch Black Bag at some point. So there you go, because next week, spoiler alert, Chuck Dixon's movie Working Man comes out based on Chuck's novel, and we're all over that.
Already got tickets.
What's Novocaine about, Dennis?
Well, so this all starts with Jack Quaid plays this really cool banker, and while at work, the girl of his dreams, who's one of the tellers, played by Amber Midthunder, she gets kidnapped by a bunch of bank robbers. But Jack Quaid is a little interesting because he has a particular physical ailment, and it's a rare condition. But he decides to turn that into an advantage in order to fight to rescue his newly found beloved.
Cool. You know, you can say what it is. It's not a spoiler. He cannot feel pain. And that is a real condition that some people have, which you might think is really cool. But some things you learn about, and I don't know how true this part is, but he doesn't feel pain. In the movie, he shies away from eating solid food because he's afraid he'll bite his tongue and he won't know it. And, you know, so I don't know. At first thought, I'm like, don't feel pain. That sounds great. But then again, internal injuries, things like that. Yeah, I could see why. Anyhow, it's an action comedy. It is R-rated. And if you thought Deadpool Wolverine had violence in it, yeah, there's violence in this movie, all right, because he can't feel pain, and they put him through the test. Like Dennis said, basically, he works at a bank. He likes this chick. The bank gets robbed. She gets kidnapped. He's like, no way. I finally met the one and only. I'm not letting her get away. So he takes a cop car and goes after the bad guys, and it just heats up from there.
Yep, it really is. It's kind of a dark comedy. You know, I know it was listed as a superhero. I wouldn't call him a superhero, but here's what I'll say. He goes through, there are a lot of different things, physical trials that he has to go through from each of the kidnappers as he winds up confronting them. And they're very unique, let's just put it that way, and how he has to overcome them. He's a good guy at heart. He's a gentle soul, you know, and he has to suddenly learn how to defend himself. And because he can't feel pain, there are so many cool things using arrows and screwdrivers, and you guys saw some of that right in the trailer. The gun going into the deep fryer and him having to put his hand in there to pull it out. I will say this, everything, all the special effects were real, and there was no CG in this, and it was great. It was believable. That's the thing. They made everything very believable.
Right. And that's
any jumping of the shark early on.
That's what I liked, actually, is I was going to mention in the trailer, you see him put his hand in the deep fryer, and it's believable from the standpoint of how messed up his hand is throughout the rest of the movie. There's definitely moments I winced, and I'm not just talking like, ugh, I'm talking, there were things that got done to him. I was like, oh, I can feel that. You can hear the audience make those noises too. I thought Jack Quaid's performance was good. You know, I liked him. I liked his character because he's just a good guy. You know, he stays at home. He plays video games with his buddy online and stuff because He just doesn't have that much of a life. And you kind of felt sorry for him. So I liked him. The bad guy, the main kidnapper bad guy, I didn't know this till after the movie was over, was played by, and I can't remember his first name, but he was played by Jack Nicholson's son. What's his first name? Do you got that?
Yeah, it's Ray.
Ray Nicholson. And I tell you, in the movie, he's got a goatee and mustache, but I saw him on the red carpet in a photo online after, and he was clean shaven. Oh, yeah, that's Jack Nicholson's kid, all right, when he's smiling and stuff. Oh, yeah. If you ever
Yeah.
want to do a Shining remake and say the son grew up and came back to that place, you got the guy to play him.
Yeah, you do. No, the stars Jack Quaid. I mean, he plays his character from The Boys, basically. Huey. It's the same character, but he plays it well. It's like he's got a little niche. He was a great character. He plays the average, fun-loving guy, and Amber Mid Thunder. She was great. I mean, she plays the girlfriend in distress, and they hook up, and they each got their little secrets that come out, which is great. Um, the only movie that I remember her from is Prey,
Yeah.
and that's the one. And I thought she was good in that. I really enjoyed her in this.
You know what's good
So
about her?
I liked everybody.
I thought she was really good too. And this is not this. It's I guess this is one of those backhanded compliments I'm about to say. She was good in it, but she was believable too because she's attractive, but she's not drop dead gorgeous. So it wasn't like, oh, pick Megan Fox, right?
Right.
Oh, let's put Megan. It just I don't know. You're like, really? This chick working at the bank and this guy? Come on. So
Well, he's an everyday guy, and she's an everyday
she's an
girl.
everyday, pretty, attractive girl. Yeah. Um, so yeah, I thought the performances were good. It's a fun R-rated movie. You put as much thought into it as you would put into a Deadpool movie, basically. Um,
This one, I will say, it would be really great. Would have been great to see on the big screen with the whole group of people, because some of the scenes in torture, this one, while it doesn't have great special effects you need to see like in an IMAX, being there with the whole group of people when people are wincing and going, oh, and there's something to be said about that. This movie was fun. It carried through. The settings were great. The dialogue was great. It was very believable. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun take on a plot that we've seen before. So it was
yeah.
good. It was a good take.
All right, let's grade it. It's my turn. I actually remember that, and it's been over a week. I'm going to give it an 8.0. I really liked it. I thought it was cool. Thought it was fun. And yeah, and it was sad that I didn't get to see it with Dennis.
I know. Sadly enough, we are exactly the same. I'm also giving it an 8.0. My wife watched it with me. She's also giving it an 8.0.
Did
She
you
goes,
say sadly enough we're the same?
sadly enough.
That is not sad.
It's sad. It's always fun when we're completely on opposite ends. But no, guys, this was a fun movie. Let's just go see what everybody thought to see if we're in with the audience. IMDb is at a 6.9, so
Oh,
out of 7, and that's on there. Rotten Tomatoes. The tomato meter, the critics are giving it an 82. Wow, we're right there with the critics.
I'm
And the
telling you, we are
audience
critics.
is an 87. So the audience really likes it too. So, wow. Guys, an adrenaline shot from Novocaine. Go see
There
it.
you go. And guys, for the past year or so at the end of the show, we would always pimp Cordrat the Awakening and stuff. And we're kind of doing that because look what I've got! What? These are the books. The books are in the house. We now have everything. The black and white edition is over in a box. And the game module, everything is in. Next week, these are going out in the mail. Woo! Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. My favorite cover right there. People that got the Lilith cover by Bud Root. There goes your matching cover side by side. Same with the black and white one. And then, of course, new the Rainy cover. Woo! And for those that got the collector box, only in the collector box, the Virgin black and white Rainy cover. Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah, boy! So that
Very
is
excited.
that. What's that?
Very excited. Glad everything's in.
Dennis has his marching orders. When the show's over, he needs to go back to bed because Monday his ass needs to be over here so we can start fulfilling. And go hit the link below. The next exciting campaign from the boys, Lilith Infernal Conflict. There is the homage cover. The main cover that I drew is off to the colorist, and hopefully next week. And here's some main characters. If you didn't see the DNA show on Wednesday, I showed them there. Here are some new characters for Lilith Infernal Conflict. So link in the description below. Go check it out. Books will be shipping next week. We'll be back next Wednesday, 3 p.m. for the DNA show. Oh, he's going to be there if I have to fucking do the show from his bedroom. It'll be a different kind of show, but he'll be there. Until next time, everybody tell Dennis to get better.
I will try.
Hey, everybody.
Good luck.